Greetings, listener. Please enjoy the unintelligible ramblings of your favorite dynamic trio, Arva, Farah, and Westy, as they sail the high seas for a bargain not found on land. Welcome to the Unintelligibles.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Unintelligibles. I am your host for this week, the lovely Farah the Bat, and I'm joined by my co-hosts Arva and Westy.
Hello.
Hi.
Before we get started, a quick announcement that the podcast is going to be moving forward in a bi-weekly format instead of weekly. This way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you're weekly watchers, but we've missed a couple uploads. The fam squad is busy and Arva is tired.
Yeah.
So we're still uploading. We're still, we're not like killing the podcast. We're going strong. We're just switching to bi-weekly. So hopefully now we won't be missing any uploads. It'll just be bi-weekly and it'll give us more of an opportunity for hosts to prepare in between episodes as well.
It'll also give AFK a chance to edit the way she wants to, as opposed to like the quick, get it out there sort of method.
Get it done in time, yeah.
Us recording on Sunday and needing it to be uploaded the next day.
We've never,
just like dying.
We've never done that. No, not at all.
So yeah, that's the plan moving forward, bi-weekly. So if people get confused about us not uploading weekly anymore, I'll know that they didn't listen to this episode, and I'll be like, wow, I can't believe you don't listen to every single one of our episodes. It's because I was host, huh? Is that why?
It's going to be even worse. They're like, you guys are uploading weekly, and I'll just be like, oh.
You guys were uploading weekly? We were for a long time. Been doing this for over a year.
I know.
We're almost at season 3, actually. All right, so today's topic is a talky one, just like a casual conversation having time. I didn't prepare anything for like a game showy version. I say we're switching to bi-weekly so that hosts have more time to prepare. Also me, I didn't prepare anything. What I want to talk about today is your guys' opinions on online subscriptions and when is it okay to pirate content.
Oh boy.
I didn't ask how your weeks were. I'm just going to assume they were good.
Bro, I could fill this whole episode with how
No!
Okay. How about I keep it relatively short?
Give us the abridged version.
I got my new computer sitting next to me. It's really fucking big. It runs really well now. I was just having a weird... The easiest way I can, like, summarize it, you guys know, like, when you launch something off of Steam, or if you use whatever, Origin or EA, whatever that is now, it has to, like, run through the third party. It's called VC runtime, whatever.
Yep.
Mine wouldn't do that. So I'd, like, open up Steam, and I would click on something to start it, and it wouldn't run. But not all of them. So some things I could run. Like, certain games that have their own launcher, I can run there. But other games that don't have their own launcher just would not start. And I couldn't figure out why the fuck that was happening, because it came up with this error, and it's just like, can't run because of this. And that's not something you can just find. That's not something you can just go on your files and find. So I had to be all weird and download a fucking fixer that's like, Microsoft doesn't support this anymore. And for some reason, there was like 12 instances of runtime that were all crashing together. And so using a tool that Microsoft does not work anymore, I had to remove every single version of runtime off my computer and just reinstall the newest one, and it finally works. But I couldn't figure out how to do it because there's no information. Because you can't find the files. They're hidden. They're like in some back packet folder in your system's like OS, hidden away. And it was really frustrating me because for days I would be just sitting at this computer like, what the fuck is this? And I Google it and people are just like, oh yeah, just download this. I go download it, doesn't exist anymore. It's like,
Cool.
okay.
Love that for you.
Sucked ass. But I
No
got it.
shit.
Things are running pretty good. I still have to do some optimization. OBS rebuilding's a fucking bitch and a half. But at least it works.
All right.
I'll leave mine at that. I have more, but we'll save that for another episode.
Okay. Your turn, Arva.
Not much. Just surviving the heat. I touched grass the other day. 2 days ago, I went out with my friends and like had a little picnic and trauma dumped in real life about our problems and smoked some weed.
Nice.
The use. Other than that, I haven't been doing much. I've been playing Elden Ring. Played Elden Ring last night. My computer hated it and restarted itself. So I was like, okay, I guess we're done with that.
Cool.
I guess we're done with that. And that's about it. Not much. Boring week. Well, not boring, but like it's so hot that I just don't do a lot. I'm just trying to survive. It's like, oh, it's already like 30 degrees today.
It is.
Which isn't
yep.
crazy hot, but like it feels really hot.
But we're Canadians. It's hot.
Yeah. I'm not built for this.
Nothing to report. I'm back home. Finally. Miss my
Woo.
dogs. Ginger has celebrated by having diarrhea like every day since I've been here. So that's really cool. Other than that, yeah. Got my AC window AC in, thank God, cause it's fucking hot outside, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, as I said before, today's topic is going to be about online subscriptions and when it's okay to pirate. So basically, talking about, I think the general consensus these days is that there are too many online subscriptions. It used to be like Netflix was it, and everyone just had a Netflix subscription. And then they started every fucking CBC, Fox, Disney, Prime, Peacock, like HBO. There's so many different subscription services you can get. And now you can buy packs of subscription services. So we basically went all the way back around to just having cable TV again, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. And then now a lot of subscription services have ads in them, which was the big draw of them originally, was that they had no advertisements or commercials, and now they do unless you pay even more money. So a lot of people have gone back to pirating because of this surplus of different subscriptions, and you cannot possibly have them all. They've increased in price every single year to the point where I remember when Netflix was like $5 a month. And now, if you want no ads, I think it's like $24 a month or something like that.
No ads is $17.99 in America.
Jesus.
In America, it's probably closer to 20 in Canada.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then also on the talking about piracy, we can also talk about video game piracy as well, of course. If you want, you can delve into ROMs, but that's up to you guys.
Man, I feel Nintendo just waiting to jump.
I know.
They're fucking
Strike us down.
primed.
They just like tingled.
They
at this-
heard,
the
they
mention
hear
of that.
ROM, and they go, oh.
It's like the anime when you mention someone's name and they sneeze or they get a chill.
Yeah.
We're like ROM. They're like, who?
Well, I mean, I pay for Netflix. I actually get a free Peacock subscription with my internet. And I think I pay for one more that I don't remember which one it is anymore. They all kind of blended together. And then Adrian pays for the others. And then, of course, we have Amazon Prime because you kind of need Amazon Prime nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
if you
gives you-
use Amazon.
Yeah, and that gives you the Amazon Video. But I do think it is a lot. Oh, I'm not feeling that one as bad because we're splitting up between multiple people.
Yeah, which helps a lot.
Yeah, it helps a lot. So at the end of the day, I'm getting like, what, 5 or 6 subscription services for like, I think $20 on my end. And it's also like $20 on her end.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure she also gets one of them for free. I think it's like you get Hulu for free if you have like a Disney Plus subscription.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
That sounds right.
I'm going to go with that. So we did kind of loop around to cable, but if you're doing it all yourself, it's a lot. But I also think you probably don't watch them all, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're really fucking diehard Disney Star Wars nerd, you probably really don't need Disney. Hulu doesn't really have shit. Netflix has some entertaining stuff on it. But
Yeah, Netflix really depends on like, I don't know how to describe it, like the season it's in.
Yes.
Because it like switches out its shows a lot. And sometimes
Halloween.
it's like a really shit rotation. Yeah.
That is like the best time for Netflix is Halloween because they always get all the good shit. But actually, fucking Tubi right now. If you haven't heard of Tubi, it's free. It has movies and shows. You get ads on there, and you don't pay for. You basically just don't pay for it. You basically just watch the ads, and you get.
Yes, I have heard of that one. Yeah.
And honestly, I like it just because it's like, you know what? Sure, go ahead. It's free. I can't complain about an ad for something I'm getting for free. I'm not paying for this and getting an ad.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite things,
Yeah.
which I think is so funny, and it's like scummy. So, Amazon Prime, right? It comes with a few things. Amazon Prime Video and Amazon Prime Music. And Amazon Prime Music is basically like Spotify, where it has ads unless you pay for premium. But the thing is, you need an Amazon Prime account to get Amazon Music. And then you have to pay a fee to also have no ads. It's like I'm already paying for the subscription. What do you mean? You have to pay for 2.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
My favorite every time is when they post the earnings like, we turned a profit of, 700% this year. We need to raise prices because, man, we're really feeling the inflation. And I'm like, are you, though?
Are you?
I'm feeling the inflation. Are you feeling the inflation? But, yeah, my overall stance on, like, video, movie, kind of TV streaming, it feels like, how do I phrase this? It feels like a lot of people are complaining about it when they themselves don't really use it. Like it just feels like you should have it, right? But like Arva
Yes.
said, it's seasonal. You can like cancel your Netflix and then come back when the
Yeah.
show you want to watch is on, watch it, cancel it again. You don't have to have it year round if you're not going to watch it year round. That's kind of how I look at it with that. And again, there's free options. There's like Tubi out there. You're gonna get your ads, but man, I guess I'm just old. I grew up with live TV, so
We used to get ads anyways.
yeah, ads ain't shit really. When you grew up in the era where if you missed something on a show or movie, you have to wait till it came on TV again to figure out what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
Or if you weren't recording it, man, oh well.
I also, nowadays, a lot of things you can't record anymore. Like live shows and stuff, they won't permit PVR recording.
And just
What?
grab an
I didn't actually know
Elgato.
that. Right.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if you
watch
have,
like any cable. That's
if
crazy.
you're an old person, you don't know what an Elgato is.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, that's my overall stance on it. Is every time I see like a big thing of everyone on the internet complaining, I think at least half of you don't even actually care because you don't watch anything on it. You just kind of have it to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm calling out those people. If you have Netflix but you haven't watched anything on it in like 2 months, that's 2 months worth of a subscription that you just kind of let go to waste. So just pausing it, looking online for something you want to watch on there, and then be like, oh, I'll watch that. Binge it like I know you're gonna fucking do. Don't even tell me you don't binge it. You don't have a life. And then just pause it again.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people, that's the thing too. I can't remember what YouTubers keep getting sponsored with. I see this sponsorship come up a lot now, but it's basically one of those apps that monitor your subscriptions to tell you when you have a recurring subscription, because people will subscribe to things and then forget about them.
Oh yeah.
Because you'll have all of these subscription services, and then you'll be subscribed to, like, the big three are Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney. And then maybe you stop using one, but you don't really think about it until they've taken, like, hundreds of dollars from your bank account, and you go, oh yeah, I should probably cancel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll see like a charge on their credit card like a year later and be like, what's this? Oh. I've
Yeah.
been paying for this for like a year and not using it.
The worst is if it's monthly, it's like, oh, I accidentally paid for this month. Oops. If it's a yearly one, that sucks.
That's a surprise.
Because you
Oh my
pay
God.
for the whole year and you are not getting a refund. You can email them all you want. They ain't giving it back to you.
Right. They got your money.
The only yearly one I do is like online storage to back up my computer. And I just
Yeah.
that's a different thing.
I think everything else I do is usually monthly, so I can cancel if needed and also like keep track of it.
Arva, how
Just
many
gotta do
subscriptions do
yearly.
you have?
Not that many. I use I have 2 Netflix accounts I can use. One is an online friend, one is my ex-best friend's Netflix account that is still logged in on my computer, so I have 2 different accounts I can use for that. Amazon Prime, I use my mom's. I'm currently paying for Spotify Premium because I've been paying for it since like high school, and so as much as I do want to switch because then I can not spend so much, I've also curated my Spotify algorithm for like 7+ years now, so it knows me really well. I also have a Crunchyroll subscription that I didn't realize I had, but honestly, I don't mind it. I mean, there's other ways of watching anime, obviously, but it is nice to get like actual HD anime and not having crunchy subtitles because it's been screen grabbed so many times.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that might be it. I don't think I have a lot of other subscriptions. A lot of them I just like I split with someone else because it's just a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
I think
that's fair.
the Nintendo Online, I think I'm in a family plan with some online friends and we do like a yearly payment, but it's split between like 5 or 6 people, so it's not that expensive. And then we all get to use Nintendo Online, which is nice.
Yeah, I leech
that's-
off of Lucia's Nintendo
Right, like
Online.
that's the way you kind of have to do it now because everything's so expensive and there's so many subscriptions that you kind of have to buddy up with someone and be like, hey, so let's front this together.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with this alone.
I did forget. I do have an Audible subscription.
Okay, that's valid though.
Yeah, and I listen to a lot of books. Sorry, I just plugged my phone in. I didn't realize my computer was going to make a sound. Okay. Trying to charge it. I actually looked this the other day because I was like, I'm paying for the 2 credit one, which is like $22 a month. And then I was like, you know what am I getting out of this? And I went to my listening time. My monthly listening time on average is about 158 hours.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's probably worth it.
That's worth it. I think that justifies it.
I listen to
Yeah.
a book for like 7 hours a night. 5 nights a week.
Speaking of, well, it's not really pirating, but speaking of subscriptions that are fucking stupid and I'll never pay for, YouTube, fucking YouTube Red or whatever, the premium.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I recently got the notification because I use an ad blocker, of course. I'm sane. And I got the notification recently that it was like, we've detected an ad blocker on your browser. You have like 3 more playbacks before we stop showing you videos. And I was like, okay, shove it, bitch. And I didn't think they were going to be serious, but I mean, they were. 3 more videos and they were blocked, but thankfully I posted about it and everyone's like, oh, well, you do this. And so I just got a new, I got a new ad blocker, cleared my cache, and I can watch YouTube videos again. And so I'll just have to do that every time because I'm not paying on for a premium service in YouTube. Girl, fuck off.
The only
I know, it's so stupid.
The only time I did that was so I could have things playing with my phone screen locked. Because before I was doing the Audible, I was like listening to, like, there's a lot of cool little stories on there of people just reading things or like things they like made up. It's like, these are entertaining, so I'll just be listening to that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I
but
used to just like keep my phone unlocked and turn it over and pretend that it was like I could lock my phone with YouTube playing.
yeah, but I always have to set it on like a wireless charger. That way I don't die mid-work.
Yeah.
Because the only thing worse than just sitting in silence for 7 hours is sitting in silence, just hearing the constant just click-clack of people typing for 7 hours non-stop.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's just like, God, I hate you all.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any subscriptions. I think I use my mom's Amazon. I used to pay for my own Amazon. I paid for the student plan, which is like half the price. But then I wasn't even graduated, but they only let you have the student plan for a maximum of 4 years. So I was like, and then that year my mom happened to get her own Amazon Prime, so I was like, oh, well, I'll just use hers then. Might as well. And then they family plan on Nintendo, Lucia has that, and he was like, yeah, you can just join, so that's what I use for that. Netflix comes with our cable subscription. And then I think that's all that we have. But personally, like, when I move out, I think the only subscription I'll have is Amazon Prime. And then everything else, I don't really watch. I like mostly watch YouTube, and I refuse to pay for YouTube Red. So the other things aren't that big for me. If there's anything that I really want to watch and it's only on Netflix, I'm just gonna pirate it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's fair. I'm trying to think of like a game service. I don't think I do any subscription game service, honestly.
Yeah, no. I used to when I played a lot of MMOs, I would like subscribe or like pay for the premium account or whatever the fuck.
Okay, I was gonna say MMOs. I don't know if they count just because
I don't think they fully do.
It's
That
not
was
a
the closest I got
service.
to it.
right? Like in that we're kind of talking about here is a streaming service kind of thing, like a Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess I have Xbox Game Pass.
I did it for the initial when it's like $1 for the first month or whatever, and then I canceled it after that.
I kept it just because it actually has some decent games sometimes that I want to play, and they're like $80 games, so I get them for free.
That's fair.
I've thought about it, but I've just never done it because it's like, I don't know, man. I don't like the subscription services where your subscription ends and they take your shit away.
I know it is
Yeah.
annoying.
I would rather
Yeah.
just buy it, like buy the game if I actually like it, And Steam's 2-hour refund thing works pretty well for me.
That's also true.
Yes.
So
The only time that didn't work for me, and I went over the allowed time by like 20 minutes, and it was fucking Human Fall Flat, and I was like, this game sucks. I hate it, and I'm never playing it again. I want a refund. Barely runs on my computer. It's so slow. And they were like, no, fuck you. You played it for too long. And I was like, what the heck?
Man.
And I appealed it, and they denied me again.
Oh.
Oh, still, like, I'm looking at their thing now. They do have Still Wakes Deep, which I do want to play.
That game's really good.
Yeah, I want to play that, but I'm looking at everything else. Oh, Against the Storm. There's just not... You know when you kind of scroll through and there's always a few things you're like, yeah, that, but can you really justify paying for a service if you only want to play, like,
Yeah.
3 or 4
It's
games?
like, I might as well just buy the game.
Yeah, especially if it's on
probably
sale.
go on sale. Yeah, exactly.
Here's the question here, because I don't know if this counts. It's not really an online or subscription service. Like, what is your guys's, like, I'm gonna say limit to when you're like, fuck it, and you go to like a key seller site and just get a Steam key real cheap?
I don't normally. The only time I do is if somebody wants me to do a collab and I know that I'm probably going to only play that game one time. That's when I will
Yeah.
go to those Steam key resale sites, because I'm like, this game is $10. I don't really want to pay that to play it one time. And then usually it's Lucia that's like, oh, just go to G2A and it's $4. And I'm like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate for me. Otherwise, I usually just wait for the Steam summer sale. If it's like not for a collab and there's no like time limit, I'll wait for like or one of their sales. Obviously, summer's the best one, but they have quite a few sales throughout the year that like
Yeah.
maybe the game I want will be like super fucking cheap.
Although I'll say that they kind of been like, I feel like games used to go more on sale during the summer sale. and
They did.
don't anymore.
Yeah, this summer sale hasn't been the best.
I think what it is too is the Steam summer sale, because like I said, there's all the other sales going on. The summer sale has always been their like really big one though, because it's the time of year where games do not get released. New games come out at the beginning and the end of the year. There's nothing in the middle. And so the summer sale was always basically the big clearance. Fuck it, come get it. And there's not anything like truly incredible that's not at a big discount. Like this one, it's $7 for that Crab's Treasure Dark Souls game. $7 off. I'm like,
That's it. And I seen like somebody posted like, oh, I saved all this money buying games during the Steam summer sale. And hold on, actually I can check because the summer sale's still on right now.
Yep.
The Yakuza collection. Okay, yeah. So are they even on sale?
It just turns out they're not. Someone's like, I bought the Yakuza collection during the Steam summer sale. They're just not on sale.
okay, it
I don't
looks
think they are
like.
on sale.
Hang on, let me see.
The bundle
yeah.
is
Oh, that's loud.
Oh, the bundle is.
The bundle is $54. But I think that might be just what it usually is.
No, because I'm looking at it and I'm gonna go by publisher or developer. I'm gonna go developer.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Normally it's only 5% that you save with the collection bundle. Right now
Yeah.
it's 72% that you save with the collection bundle. And it's like somebody was saying that this was like a Reddit post on the Steam Reddit, and they were like, I saved all this money, blah blah blah, and the person was like, I've literally bought the bundle for $20 off, like not even during the Steam sale.
Yeah.
It's been on sale for cheaper outside of the summer sale.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the whole point of the summer sale. That's when games are supposed to be the cheapest that they ever get throughout the year, but that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Steam
because
summer sales have definitely been getting worse.
that was the whole point though, was like you get everything that came out last year super fucking cheap
For dirt cheap.
because that
Yeah.
way you're prepared for whatever's coming out in the winter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I just went to the featured discount section, honestly, because all the other games didn't appeal to me. So these ones are like $3 to $4 games for like big games. And I bought some from there. But like otherwise, yeah, everything else is kind of
I try usually when I do Steam Summer Sale, I won't spend any more than like $10 to $13 on a game. And
yeah,
I
love
look
going to the under
for
$12 section.
Yeah.
I look for games that are more than 75% off.
Because otherwise, like you said before, you could probably find this deal outside of summer sale better or
Yeah.
the same. The like 70 and up % off is like fucking crazy, and you rarely would see that outside of summer sale. So that's why I go for that.
See, because my big thing was I absolutely love the Total War franchise. That is my shit. I will always buy a Total War game. I fucking love them. They are the most DLC bullshit since The Sims. I will not deny that. Because it's like, oh, hey, what is it? Hang on, I finally get an example. You get the base game. All right, so you get a few in there. The more, I like it because now it's like the more of the other ones. If you have the first, like, Total War Warhammer and then the second, the third, they actually combine into, like, one super massive campaign if you just own them. So that's kind of cool how they're at least like, you know, if you bought all 3 games over the years, all 3 are still relevant. Whichever one you play, it just combines the other 2 into your game. So you can have access to everything from them. I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. But for each and every one, it's like, oh, here's like the random Beastmen faction if you want to play Centaurs. Okay, well, here's the random Wood Elves if you don't want to be a regular elf. Like, all right. These humans are slightly in the north. Give us $10. No, I don't really want to play like the northern people. All right, you want to play the bigger crocodile? Like, I already have the crocodile, but this one's bigger. It's like,
this was bigger, right?
And then I keep going, and it gets more and more like, all right, well, here's like a cool one where you're playing a weird fucking chaos bird dragon. Like, all right, that's kind of cool. I go up 1. You get to play the bull guy from the other faction you already paid for, but if you pay for this one, he'll also be there. Like, why? What's he do? The exact same thing. All right, scroll up a little bit more. This one gets me every fucking time. Blood for the Blood God. For $5, you can add blood to the game. In the big-ass war game. I'm not even joking. It's called Blood for the Blood God 3. Because they have it for every game, and the whole thing is... It's not even... Can I share this? How do I... Oh, there we go. Copy. Here. I will paste this so you can look at and see what this is. If you go to that and just click on the pictures, the light little bit of blood on them is what it adds. Whenever they get hit, they just suddenly turn bloody. And this... Okay, it's $3.49 now. It was $5 at launch. Zombies and skeletons may continue to fight after dismemberment. Okay.
That's so...
That's just stupid.
This is like the kind of thing where I'll look at that and be like, so anyway, reseller site, I can get that for $1.
No, 100%, because at that point, that's ridiculous. What the fuck?
Yeah, but even if you click on like... Wait, does it have a thing? Hang on. If you click on that, I actually didn't click my own link to see what it opened up. I just hoped it did what I wanted it to. I was going to say, you could probably click on there. No, you can't. Anyway, for this one title, they have 20-something DLCs for it.
Jesus.
23.
If your DLC count hits the double
It's worse
digits,
than The
there's a
Sims,
problem.
bro.
Now,
That's crazy.
each one is only like... Okay, they do get a little price. It's like each one's only like $5. Now, there's some that's like $10, $24 if you want to play as the crazy dwarfs who do like magma machines. $24. Or what the fuck are you? Who's this asshole for $10? I don't even know. Oh, that's a woman? What the hell? If you want to play this woman with black mascara and there's no other information on her, that's $10. I don't even know who this is.
Oh, but woman.
If you want to play this dwarf with a mohawk, It's $22.92 for a dwarf with a rifle.
$22.
And I'm like, okay, so I was just curious on what your limit is, because mine is when it starts nickel and diming every little bit DLC here. I'm like,
No, absolutely.
Yes.
yeah.
100%.
I have recently I've been considering I want to play The Sims again. I have The Sims 4 base game and a couple packs, and we all know that I think it's over or a little under $2,000 to get every pack in The Sims, which is wild. And I'm just gonna I'm not paying for all of those, man.
No.
There's not a
for
chance.
The Sims.
It's just like I want all of those things. I want to have the options and the outfits and the decor options and stuff like that. It's stupid that it's paywalled.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking pack is so expensive. Even if it's just a stuff pack, I think it's $15. And they
Yeah.
do go on sale for half price, but I'm not even gonna pay half price. Like,
I
it's
still like.
so
I don't want to pay
expensive.
that. I shouldn't have to pay that. Like that's so much bullshit.
And especially when it's things that were base game in The Sims 3 and now they aren't
Mhm.
in The Sims 4. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Aren't you supposed to be making this game better?
Yeah. But I mean, it is EA, so I do expect that.
I'm
from
not
them.
shocked. Yeah.
I have successfully
yeah.
derailed this.
Well, no, because
Shit.
this is pirating. I'm talking about pirating right now.
Yeah, I don't like to pirate games, but there's like a limit. If I get a game for, hang on, how much is the base game? Hang on, let me make sure before I say something wrong. Okay, the base game is still $60. It's on sale right now for half off. So for $60, I can understand, like, all right, if I'm buying this one, I'm probably not going to get all the content of the other ones. Yeah, that's fair, because that's content for other games that, you know, they're like, if you just have it, we're just going to smash it all together for you. Nice and easy. Like, okay, cool. But if I pay $60 and the amount of DLC for this one game is $23, I ain't buying all that.
No shit.
Like, I'm not buying 23 different DLCs that all start out at $20.
That's so wild.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I appreciate that's like, oh, you bought the other two? Here's your bonus. You get to have like the maps of every single one in game, and you can just play across all three all you want. I'm like, oh, cool. So I only ever need to launch one now to get all the others. Thank you. I'm not paying $23 for a random bald woman who I don't even know who she is.
I have never pirated a game. That's the only game that I think I would. I've played emulators with ROMs and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what do you expect when I want to stream a game and it's on a console that doesn't even have a HDMI port? And I also don't have, and if I want to buy it, I have to buy it from a reseller and it's going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think at least I pirate a lot of shit, but I don't know. I feel like I was a decent pirate because every time I pirated something, it's like, I really enjoy this. I just went and bought it afterwards. And it was like something that's like, I don't really care for this. I would just delete it. I never pirated something and just kept that pirated version if I could get it on like Steam.
Yeah.
I feel that's the proper way to do that. Or, you know, if they're just bullshitting around, it's like, all right, fuck it. Go take it. Who can stop you?
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
once I downloaded a torrent for an old Need for Speed. And somehow my service provider knew. It sent like a letter, and they were like, "Oh, if you don't stop this, if you don't stop torrenting and you don't delete this, blah blah blah, there's gonna be problems and shit."
They
And it's
won't.
like,
They don't.
girl, yeah, no, okay, whatever. Literally downloaded another game the next night. Like, this game is like fucking 20 years old. You don't give a shit. I can
They're like
promise you that.
required to send you that when they discover it.
Yeah, but
I was like, girl, you don't give a shit. This game is like 20 years old. Nobody's making money off of this anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's not like they're losing any money. They don't sell the game anymore.
Yeah.
They couldn't make any money. I mean, now we do have the Nintendo Online subscription, so there are a ton of games that you can play that before you'd have to ROM. But are you willing to pay for the Nintendo Online subscription?
Yeah.
I have it, but if I didn't have it, and there was like some of the old Legend of Zelda games, I would just use a ROM.
Right. Like, how else am I going to do it? This would be the cheapest and most accessible way that I could do it.
I didn't really do a lot of ROM, so I feel like I'm
So fun.
an old man because the last thing I did that to, and fucking what are you gonna do? I did that. I basically, I guess it would be a crack for all the Microsoft Suite stuff, like Word, Excel.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, yes. I totally, what was it? Sony Vegas Pro or whatever. I pirated that when I was like 15 because I wanted to learn how to edit videos. And I'm like so surprised we didn't get a virus on our computer.
I was gonna say, I did this shit like last week on this new computer, but there's a. I wonder if this will get taken down if I explain some of this process so it makes sense. So Microsoft Office, I think, is bullshit because why is that a subscription service if you need one thing out of there? You pay $300 for that one, or you get like a $15 a month subscription for everything.
Yeah.
I think that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
So instead, what you can do, you can just download everything, and I'm not going to tell you how to do this or where to do this, but hey, did you know that if you right-click on your desktop and you open a text document, and you save that text document of whatever you type on there as a something.cmd, it will now run like a product, like an activation product, if you will. So if you just happen to write the correct words on that script for, I don't know, Office activation, and save it as a CMD and run it as administrator, it'll activate all of your Windows products like you had a key. And they'll just be free forever.
This might be the first podcast that gets taken down.
I'm not telling you how to do it. I am not telling you what to key. I'm just saying if you happen to know the correct combo to type. I'm just saying that's a built-in Office or a built-in Windows feature is if you do a text document and you save it as like CMD, you've now created a Windows command prompt. That's a feature that Microsoft offers on all Windows PCs.
The more you know.
Yeah, I'm just using their product that they gave me. I paid for it. I'm using it. No one ever asked me how I'm using it. But yeah, I fucking hate that subscription service. I think certain things, because there's certain Office products that you actually fucking need. Because only certain places accept certain types of documents. Or like certain file formats that only they provide. You should not have to pay for something that's like required. Looking at you, Excel. Looking at you, Word.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, that's so... Oh my gosh. I used to get it through school. And now I don't, so I just use Google. I just use Google's version of everything because it's
exactly
free.
what I had to deal with, yeah.
I'm trying to think, because there was a free one. God, what was the free one called?
I don't have it anymore, but I definitely pirated Photoshop back in the day.
Oh, definitely. I was just about to bring up Photoshop being fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Photoshop is some shit.
Photoshop costs like a fucking arm and a leg for like...
It is. It's so expensive.
What?
There are really good Photoshop rips, like fake Photoshop
Yeah.
versions that are basically carbon copies of Photoshop, and they're free.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bullshit. It sucks too because as a future graphic designer or someone who's trying to get into it, Photoshop is kind of essential. I mean, I don't need it, but it's definitely like nice and helps a lot. It's so fucking expensive. So I'm gonna sail the 7 seas on a pirate ship.
Ah, LibreOffice. That's it. Sorry, I was going on an adventure there. There's a thing that's like LibreOffice that gives you all the free shit, like all the Office shit, and I think some of the. Actually, they may have some of the Photoshop stuff on there now. That's all like open source. And so you can save them in the formats that are still accepted, but you don't have to pay for it or do the weird little command prompt thing for it.
Oh, okay.
But it's very. Like, if you look at it, you'd probably be like, that looks just a little bit off, right? Like, if you. Hang on, I'll give you a screenshot. Like, if you looked at. Can I just drag this over? No, I gotta copy the fucking thing. If you look at this screenshot, FK is gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing here? You can tell that it's, like, not quite right? Like, it's a little bit off.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's their Office version, like their Word version.
I mean, it gets the point across.
Hey,
But-
that's the job, right?
You can save it in a like Office Word document file, and you can open up Word documents in this. So you can at least be like, oh yeah, if you need to send something via Excel, you just download their Excel one, which I don't even know which one that is on this one. I think it's like charts or something. But you download that, and then, God, there's a lot. You can at least have that file format that people require. Because the amount of time something's been like, it has to be in this file format. I'm like, bruh, I don't want to pay for that. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
The big thing you have to look out for when you're doing those kinds of downloads of programs that are cracked is bloatware is huge with those.
Well, LibreOffice is really just open source. That's their main thing.
Yeah. Well,
It's not cracked. They literally just kind of made their own that could still run.
they pulled a hey, can I copy your homework?
Basically.
Yeah, but
Like, you look at
let's
that.
make some
yeah, but
yeah, make a few changes.
maybe change it.
Like,
But you look at that and you know what they're trying to do.
yeah, and I think it, again, the thing I like is you don't need the subscription, so I don't know if they do it as much anymore, but there was a lot of stuff back in the day when people were like swapping over to digital. They'd be like, oh yeah, you know, just you have to fill out this form. They'd send you like a fucking Word document that could only be opened in Word, and they'd need you to fill it out and send it back. And I was like, I hate you. Like, I hate you so fucking much right now. But this one, you can at least do it and, you know, send it back, and then it's like, it's kind of there. It's kind of together.
Yeah. It work.
No one's going to question too much. Unless they're watching you use it and they're like, what the hell is this?
They're like, yeah.
They're like,
was there an update and I missed it?
Right. They're like, this looks really familiar.
What version you using? Like, don't worry about that.
7. Version 7.
Yeah. But yeah, I hate those subscription services, especially for students. Like,
Yes. I
don't-
know.
It's so
Oh my
crazy.
I don't know why every corporation thinks that every student just has just all this fucking money to be like, oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah,
I-
thankfully with college, mine was just like it was included on the school computers. But if you wanted it on your personal computer, you have to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you
Same
wanted to
here.
work on anything on your personal computer and it was a Word file, it like a docs file, I would have to convert it to the Google version of docs, and then all the formatting would get all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I did.
So yeah, that's why I like the LibreOffice. You can at least open up those like files, and it'll keep the formatting. Just anyone watching you is gonna be like, "Hold up a second, what do you got there?"
Drop it. Drop it. What do you have?
Look, I'm not gonna lie, that thing is ugly as fuck, but it works.
It's pretty ugly, yeah.
And as long as something works, that's really all I care about.
That's true.
I don't have to
That's
pay a
true.
bullshit subscription just to be able to do basic life things. That was my
Yeah.
big rant.
Yeah.
Bro hates Microsoft Office.
No. I hate that it's required and that it's a fucking subscription service.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you can do a limited version where at least you can just like open something and do a quick edit, and you're like, yeah, people are going to abuse it, but guess what? People are pirating your shit now anyway. So, I mean, really, you're just making it more difficult for yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I ever pirated Adobe, but in school I learned how to animate in Adobe Illustrator or whatever. And that's all fine and great until you go home and then you can't do it because you don't own that program.
Yeah. You'd be
So
like,
I was
they're
like,
oh, do this at home.
well,
I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do this at home. Gets home and I'm like, oh.
yeah. So I was
Um.
like, oh, cool. They taught us how to use Photoshop and Adobe Illustrate. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then I went home and I was like, I'm going to get that on my computer. And then it was like, no, it's $300.
That's why I'm saying there should always be like a free version where you just can't do a lot. You can do the very
Yeah.
basics.
Yeah.
Because guess what? People will actually like buy over once they're playing with the basics. Otherwise, fuck it, just go pirate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why so many people pirate Photoshop.
Yeah.
And you know what? They make enough money, all right?
Oh my god, they make enough money with like one purchase of Photoshop. Oh my god, that
Yes,
shit's so expensive.
because you can purchase it outright. You don't have to pay the subscription. It's fucking crazy expensive, but you
Yeah.
can do it. And big companies, it's mostly for big companies, like because big companies will do that. But as an individual, it's not feasible unless you're like a freelance artist that uses it all the time. But even then, I feel like freelance artists who do use Photoshop have also pirated it. I
was
feel
gonna
like
say,
no
I think
one
most
pays
artists
for
have-
it.
I think most people who have Photoshop usually either get it from like work or some sort of like position they're in where they can supply it, or they fucking pirate it. Because
Yes.
no one's buying that. Are you kidding me?
No. I
You
mean,
think artists have enough money to afford Photoshop?
No.
truing.
There's a reason why they're
truing.
using it. They're trying to make money.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my.
I also wouldn't blame somebody I don't have Clip Studio Paint. I would just pay for it, but I don't blame somebody who would pirate it.
Yeah. No, me neither. Same goes for like any art program that has a subscription or like purchase thing. So again, I don't blame you. I don't blame you if you fucking just pirate it because you're an artist. You're broke. I know it.
Well,
Well,
I don't know what else to say. I personally don't pirate video games, usually. Except for The Sims, because fuck you, EA.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
fair.
But good old 1, 2, 3 movies is my best friend.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah.
And anime update dot probably not .com, it's probably dot fucking it or
Something like
something. Yeah.
I have my sources.
I have my sources,
I
yeah.
have my sources.
I don't watch series or movies very often. But when I do, they're never on the streaming platforms that I want to watch them on, because the thing about streaming platforms is that they buy licenses for a certain period of time and then they expire, and so those shows or movies will no longer be on the platform, or they get bought exclusively by a platform that I don't have a subscription to. Like maybe they're only on Disney and I don't have Disney. And it's like, well, I'm not paying for Disney. Sorry. Or that's in that weird, like, no man's land zone where it's not in theaters anymore, but it hasn't come out in subscription services
Oh
yet.
god, I hate those.
Yeah.
You
So,
reminded
yeah.
me to look up a movie,
Here's a
see when
big
it's coming out.
I don't watch anime anymore, but I used to a lot, and I tried Crunchyroll, and it's just I had the free one,
Mm.
and it's like, man, you can't even get HD. Like it's not even 1080 when you have the free version.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I could get this for free. I mean, it's free anyways. It's just free but higher quality if you do it the way that I did it. I don't even know. I think the last time I pirated something was I wanted to watch the Oilers play in the Stanley Cup Finals, and I wanted to watch it on my laptop so I could stream it. And I was like, I don't have a Sportsnet subscription, so yeah, there's like a bunch of websites you can watch live sports on. One of them was being like streamed to Twitch, and that was pretty funny. There was like a Twitch chat up, and then it would get taken down every 20 minutes.
Yeah, of course. That's so dedicated though to like keep putting it back up.
Yes. I can't even remember. I know there's a certain game, and that game category on Twitch is just like anime and full episodes of like Family Guy and shit. And I know Lucia knows what it is, and I can't remember what game it is.
Lucia, comment on the video on what it is. Lucia's gonna be like, "Why the fuck you calling me out?"
And it's like full movies and shit. I messaged him, but I don't know if he'll respond in time. I remember him telling me about it, and I was like, wait, this is hilarious, actually.
I think I've seen it once, like, accidentally when I went onto a Twitch, like, without being logged in. And I was like, oh.
Oh, he said there's more than one. He said there's a few of them.
Yeah, well, once one of them starts, the rest of them see that they can do it too, and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
There's a market for this.
It's funny because I remember we were looking in one of those game categories. And oh wait, okay, he said it used to be Artifact, but it's monitored now, so you can't do it on Artifact. He said now it's one of the common one is Sexy Sniper. Apparently. We went through Artifact before,
God,
and there was one person actually playing Artifact, and it was really funny, and it was just in the mix of all of these anime streams.
Oh my god, there's a few in Sexy Sniper.
You know, the sad thing is they probably just looked at the category like, oh yeah, people are watching. And then started playing it, and oh my god, it really is. Like... Pokemon?
Yeah, I think there's one Pokemon. There's a few.
What is this one that's blurred out?
That's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was gonna say it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was like, what is this porn? No, it was Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Is this just somebody's house?
Yeah, what's this one that's just somebody's like living room? What the fuck?
I think this looks like it's a reality TV show or something.
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah.
What is this one? It doesn't have a thumbnail. And doesn't have a video? What the fuck is this? It's a black screen. All right.
This person can stream to 12 people on a black screen. What?
It probably was playing something and then it got taken down.
And they got taken down, yeah. Or they're like in between episodes or something. That's so funny. What the fuck?
Oh, I went to Artifact and it is still absolutely just playing movies. Holes is on here.
Oh,
What is-
absolutely.
What
That's
else?
not a house.
Oh my- SpongeBob. House.
His house.
Yeah.
Hello, The Office?
Is this Blues Brothers movie? What the fuck?
Nonstop 90s. Is this music or is this your? Oh no, it's movies. That's funny.
This is so crazy.
I
The
have.
Office. Yeah.
What is this one dude playing here?
Wait, there's a guy in the corner of this one.
He's like
He's-
watching Hellraiser while
Oh, wait.
playing Age of Empires.
No, this guy has what is this? The Office is playing, but he is in the corner.
There's
Like,
multiple
watching
of
it
him
with
in the
people.
corner.
Uh.
I think there's 3 different ones.
I think it's supposed to like pretend that he's playing a video
it's, supposed
game.
to- it's like a reaction, right? Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
Oh
god.
yeah, there's multiple streams that have the same guy in the corner.
This is such a
That's
crazy
so
market.
funny.
What the fuck?
Oh my
Wild.
gosh.
I think it's like that new TikTok meta where like someone will post a full episode of a show and they'll have like someone in the corner being like, "Watch this," so it doesn't get taken down as quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I remember there was this tweet that went around that was popular for a little while. It was a guy who was streaming an NBA game, but he was pretending that he was playing it, like he was playing NBA 2K. And he was like really into it. He was like, "Oh man, I can't believe I missed that shot," and shit. And he's like actually had a
That's so
controller in his
funny.
hand. That's so funny. I always think the watch parties are funny where they don't stream the actual show, but they stream their reactions, and then they have like the time up in the corner that's like, "Hey, sync it up with my time and we'll watch it together."
Yeah.
But then I come in and I'm not watching the show, so I have no context behind anything, and they're just staring at the screen, and every once in a while they'll laugh, and it's like, this is so stupid.
Glad we
Sometimes I'll,
stayed on
watch those and
topic.
Try to guess what they're watching, or oh yeah.
Hey, that's pirating still.
Technically.
That's still pirating.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It is technically, isn't it?
We've
It
just shifted
is.
over to a different,
Hmm.
Different type of
pool
pirating,
it.
yeah.
You know what? That's fair.
Because it's been more rampant recently. Like I said, on TikTok, it's been like the whole new meta where they just like post a whole fucking clip of a show. I've seen like full movies on TikTok also, like full like 2-hour long movies.
And
Same.
Twitter.
And
Lucia sent me
Twitter.
the entire Ratatouille movie the other day on Twitter.
Why the fuck do you
I
do
think,
the
it was,
entire
I think it was
movie?
Ratatouille also on TikTok or something like that. One of those movies, like an animated movie that's really good, but it was like fucking the whole movie just casually on TikTok. I'm like, dude, that's actually wild.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Someone's got to do it. They're doing God's work
Someone's
right now.
got to do it, right? Someone's got to take the blow.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Rest in peace, the artifact game category. It used to have like 100 streams going, but Lucia said that there was a huge like removal of every stream that was streaming TV and anime and shit.
They just like flashbang that
So-
whole category.
Yeah, so he said it's very hard now to stream that kind of thing on Twitch because they really cracked down on it. And there was, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but do you remember when big streamers were just streaming entire episodes of anime on their
Yeah,
streams?
it was like the Hell Kitchen's kind of time period where everyone was streaming shows. It started with like Hell's Kitchen, and then people were like, "Oh, how far can I push this?"
Yeah, and so I think there was a big outcry for that too because that's basically pirating, and it I mean, for anime I don't care, they make enough money, but if it's like it's the same kind of idea as like SS Sniper Wolf and those kind of and XQC and stuff where they just take the content from smaller creators, react to it, and don't credit the original creators.
Yeah.
And then people don't go to the original video ever.
Yeah.
Anyways, the moral of the story is there's too many subscription services. We will all sail the seven seas once again. Because Netflix is
Yeah.
dead. And I am not paying for Disney Plus. I refuse.
Except during Halloween, Netflix really does knock Halloween out of the park. Any other time of year, it's like, nah, but during like October, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I will forget to cancel my subscription though. I have to set a reminder. I have to put it in my calendar and then get people also to remind me. I almost forgot to cancel my crowd control subscription this month.
Ooh.
But 17 people messaged me, so I remembered.
They're like, please.
Please
Please
cancel
cancel.
it! I'm like, ah,
Please.
okay.
I get it. Eh.
I feel like there was an equal contribution this episode. Maybe Westy was a little bit more, but I'm gonna do a coin flip for funsies. Because we haven't done one of those in a while, so why not,
That's
right?
true.
You know what?
That's
You're
true.
right. We
Give it a
haven't.
break.
Who's calling?
I don't know. Yellow, what would you want?
Tails.
Too late. Arva said it first.
Shit.
Okay, Arva is tails and Westy is heads for hosting the next episode. I am flipping the coin. It is tails. Westy, you're a loser. Arva, you're the winner of today's episode. Congratulations. What do you have to say for yourself, buddy?
Now I have to do work.
Yeah. Well, you have 2 weeks
Just
instead of
joking.
1.
I have more weeks now. That's true. Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be really nice, actually.
And then you're gonna forget like I did.
I'll be like, hey guys, so we're talking again. Woo!
We'll message in the group chat the day of and say who's hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, it's me. Oh,
We really should put that in the
Actually,
Discord.
Arfa 1.
Arva 1. There you
There we go.
go. Fuck EA. Fuck Adobe. Oh yeah, didn't Adobe get like that lawsuit against them recently?
Oh yes, they did because
you, bitch.
they're using anything you put into Adobe. They can use to train their own AI now.
Right. Yeah, fuck you, Adobe. You got what's coming to you, fucking bitch.
It
I will
probably
continue to
won't
pirate.
amount to anything, but you
Mhm.
know.
Probably not, but at least like something happened, you know?
Yeah.
I'll continue to pirate in Minecraft. Ha, wink wink. And don't pirate indie games. That's why I don't pirate games, like you said, Farah. I don't pirate games a lot because I usually just play indie games and
Yeah.
Support the indie
AAA.
games.
Yeah, indie games. No.
Unless the developer's like a total cunt, idiot, loser.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
'em.
There's exceptions.
This may be if this episode gets taken down, just know we
They're
didn't do it.
listening.
They're listening. Big Brother is watching.
They don't care enough about us. Let's be real.
We can't even get a sponsorship.
Can't even get an underwear sponsorship.
Me Undies, where are you? I've been listening to the Red Thread and they have a Me Undies sponsorship.
Yeah,
I know
because
they're way more popular than us, but
they swapped up their thing because before it was like, oh yeah, you know, you just all have to have an Instagram. I was like, okay, cool. So I signed up and now send it in. And the day I sent in this, they were like, oh, we changed it, so now it's a whole different process. And I'm just like, fucking what?
I deleted my Instagram last week because I forgot that I had made one for that exact reason and I have never posted on it. And I went, oh, I'm just gonna delete this now.
Yeah, they literally changed it the day I was like, I'm gonna submit this now, and now it's a different thing altogether. And I'm just like,
Okay.
fucking hate this. All the hate.
That's so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Westy, what's your loser speech? That didn't count. That wasn't your loser speech.
Pause your Netflix accounts. Don't let them run all year. Pause it until something you want comes up. Just go ahead and pirate Microsoft shit. They don't honestly give a fuck. It's really easy to do. Just make your own command prompts, y'all. And you know what? If there's a game on Steam and you're like, I want to play that, but the DLC is like 20 plus things on there and they're all like $20 each, maybe grab a little hat and a ship and set sail a bit. Maybe check a little reseller site. Cause fuck that.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. You don't need a base game. It's if you need to make your money back, just like up the price of the main game a little bit, because there's enough content in that main game. You could easily charge a little bit more instead of like nickel and diming 20 plus DLCs for $20. And what did it add? You can change the skin of this character and they can be in the game now. I can do it with a mod. Go fuck yourself.
It's very passionate.
Yeah. I would give you an applause, but my fucking sound.
Forgot about that.
That's fun.
Okay. Well, thank you all for listening to another episode of the Unintelligibles, where we explored game categories on Twitch where they stream entire episodes of SpongeBob. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, you can find myself, Farrah the Bat, on Twitter and Twitch and on VGen. Hey, my commissions are open. Lol, haha, lol, just saying. Westy is Westy, HCC everywhere, and Arva is Arva on Twitch and Arva_69 everywhere else. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks! Not next week! 2 weeks from now! Don't forget-y! Okay, bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye bye.